Okay, I'm going to start by creating my interface. We call up the canvas over here, and let's switch to Android. Okay, so we've successfully switched over. Then, as usual, we want to ensure that we have it scaled with screen size. Then ensure that we have a 0.5 both width and height. Everything perfect. Awesome. Okay, great. We have this here. So let's start, calling up things. Let's start in our canvas. I want to call up, for instance, a button. Okay. Not button anyway. Let's just call up. Let's just call up a panel. Let's call up a panel. Then, okay, something quite visible. Yep. Awesome. So now we want to animate this panel. We don't want it to show in here. We want it to, perhaps on a button click, you should move this way. Okay, so this is what we want to do. All right, so let's see how we can do that. Now let's call up a button. Of course, anything that has to do with UIs have to be in the canvas. Then you know what to do. You anchor it to the bottom. Let's just click on click me. Let's just give it a name. Click me. Awesome. Beautiful. Yes. All right. So when we click on this button, this guy should come on board. We are not going to write any single line of code. We are just going to use logic. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take this out. Now, if you look at my inspector, right, while I am moving it, you see that it's reading. Okay, the location is changing. Okay, if I take it back, I'm having minus 137. If I take it forward, I'm having minus 0. Okay, so we are going to make use of these figures, okay, to be able to take it backward and bring it in. All right, so for now, this is going to be in here. So why it is this way, you are going to come to your assets in here and click on, okay, let's just create a folder. First, of course, let's name it animation. Open up the folder. Then let's click on animation. Awesome. All right. So you double click on this animation. Now, usually we want to give it a name. So just name it, let's just say scrolling or side menu scrolling. It's a long name. Let's see, side menu. Okay, yeah, side menu. Beautiful. That is what we gave. Okay, let's also name this panel as well, side menu. Awesome. Here you go. We have our side menu. Also have our animation called side menu. So you double click on it. Normally, we need to add the animation to this, right? But I don't know why I keep on doing this. if you click on it, it will tell you to create animation. So just click on it and override it with this. Click on create, then this is what we have already created here. Just click on it and it will override. Yes, just replace it. Okay. So now, what we need to do, it took me a very long time to learn this. So what we need to do while we're here, if we want to animate, we need to record it. Okay. The process of, I don't know if you have done animation before in Moho with Blender and maybe other animation software. You need to record the process, okay? And that is what we want to do right now. So first and foremost, I want to give it I want to say, what is this time? Is this a time? I don't know what is this particular numbering is called anyways, but I want to choose enough time. We have 0.55, then 1. Let's just say this 1 seconds. These are milliseconds. Yeah, this 1 seconds. We want to do a 1 second scan. Yes. So you take, normally this white line is going to be here. So you take it to 1 second or whatever line or sorry time you want to give it to. I'm giving it 1 second. 1 second here. Then you come over here. Why your side menu is highlighted, is still highlighted, that is, you still have this stuff in here, is you have your what is it called again, your rec tools, your tools, which is this stuff here, this run stuff here, still on it. Okay, I want you to click on record, this red, click on record. Once you click on record, then you now hold it here. You click here and you drag it down here. Oh, that didn't work. What happened? What happened? What happened? Let's stop that. If you click on play, you'll see that this is moving, but yeah, we made a mistake there. So, let's do this. Let's go and do this. Click here, create. Let's say side menu. Okay. Okay. Then you click on the stop the recording. Now, once you click on play here, you see that it moves in. Okay, you see that it moves in, and this is all we needed. Close your animation. Again, the moment you record it and everything works, another option will be created here, which is called the animator or animation controller. Right, this is the animation and this is the controller. Okay, we are going to work with the controller. So you just close this animation and let's see what works here. Okay, now we want to call up this animation. The animation is already added to this side menu. If you look through, if you look in our inspector, you see animator. Okay, that's already been added. Now let's see what we can do here. Now, on button click, we want this side menu to come in. Alright? We want this side menu to come in. So what we are going to do is to click on, of course, this is our button. Let's name it, okay, button. Let's just leave it. No need to name it. Button. Then, in the inspector, you click on this. You click on this. So what we are going to do is to drag this side menu in here. Click on function. Then you're going to see animation. Then on the animation, you click on play int. Okay. Now in here, you name the animation. You give it the name or you have your side menu. All right, that's integer. So let's see. Integer or place string. Okay, yeah, we can say place string. Then, of course, string is letters and all this stuff. Int is numbers. So let's just give it side menu. Okay, same thing that we have here. Awesome. So that is it, right? But again, let's try it. I know it might not work, or rather, when we play it, this particular side menu will be looping. Let's see. Okay, you see, without this, it's just looping on its own accord. So let's see how we can stop that. Now, how we can stop this is to click on, no, not the animator. You click on this controller that we have in here. All right. Then you double click on this. Once you double click on this, you will see where it's written, you see side menu animation clip, then you see loop time. You uncheck that. All right, you uncheck that. Now let's see whether this works again. All right, it came in without us clicking on a button, and it remains. So why is this happening? We don't want it to auto. So you click on this again. Now we are going to create in this animation controller, we are going to create what we call an empty state. Right click here, then you click on create state empty. You drag it in here, right? So from here, you right click, you click on make transition down to this empty. Then let's see, let's remove. How do I used to remove this before? Okay, let's just delete this first. Create empty. Make this a transition. Let's delete this. Once this is the transition, then you come over here. You cannot drag this in here. You cannot drag this in here. You cannot drag this animation in here. So rather than us having the transition directly to the animation, is going directly to the empty states. Okay. Now with this, we don't want it to come straight up. We just want it to come here. Then on button click, it will trigger this. Let's see whether that works. There you go. There you go. So how do we get it back? Okay. How we get it back is to just, in our inspector of our controller. Let's see, is it animation? Yes, of our animation, we have one here. Okay, so how to take it back is just to put in -1. So let's see how we can implement that. You come over here, this animation, then you click on, you just duplicate it. Duplicate, okay, this is the duplicate. And want to rename it, name it as back. Let's just say back. I don't know what to give it. Of course, we want to take it back. Okay. And we can come over here and also duplicate this button. You just name it back so that we know what we are doing. Text inside, take me back. Take me back. Okay, so we have this button. This is to bring it in. This is this is to call in this slider, this side menu in, and this is to take it back. Okay, so what we are going to do is to we have this animation in here. Let's click on our controller. In this controller, then you also come over here. We drag this in here. Okay, so we have our side menu to come in, and this is going to take us back. Now in this controller, we have the one, like of course the speed is 1, so just put in minus. Hopefully this works. Then on this our button over here, our back button, we want to drag, I think, let's see. Okay, the animation is already in there, so all we need to write in here is the back. We just write in back. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Back. Yes. Confirm 17. The string. Okay, let's see whether that works. So on button click, it comes in and it goes back. Beautiful, it worked. Okay, so this is how you see most times you have this application on how you can actually call in a menu. In here, we can actually put in so many stuff in here. Okay, this is an advanced. We are already getting into the logical parts. This has to do with logic, and you're already also getting into the advanced part of the augmented reality. In fact, Unity, not even augmented reality. What we are working on now is interface in Unity. All right. So in this menu, let's create buttons. I just want to create a button in there. Not that there's any other. We are going to need it for anything. So in this menu, we are going to create a button. So the button becomes the child of the menu. So all we have to do is to adjust this button to fit in. You can take it up. You can take it up. We can just duplicate the button, Ctrl D, and you duplicate the buttons. Okay, so normally when you want to take this menu back, there are so many ways we can do. We can also do it in such a way whereby once you tap on the menu, it should go back. Okay, or we can just put in a button here, an exit button to go back. So let's take this take me back button in here. Of course, you just you adjust it. We can just change everything that's in there to X. Yes, X, like, of course, close me. Or maybe not X, we could just do, well, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't really matter. So we have successfully taken the button away from here and we've put it inside. Let's see. Okay, the back button has to be inside the menu. Okay, so you take it from here, you drag it inside the menu. So if it's in here, if it's outside here, you discover if you play in here, you'll see that it will be lost. You can't see the button, okay? It's lost. So you take the button and put it inside the side menu. There you go. So that when the side menu comes up, it comes with a button. It says, so let's see. Okay, there you go. You see, we have the button, and we have, so if you click on it now, it goes back. Okay, so this is how they actually create all this fancy stuff. You can also do a lot. You can click, you can call up images. Okay, let's see how we can get that done too. Let's create in within our canvas, not our side menu now. Let's call up our image components. Image component. Of course, when you want to animate, it has to be outside, then it comes in, then of course you take them back. Image components. And okay, let's just look for one random image and put in there. Okay, so in this image, I'll just drag it and put, okay, I need to convert it to sprites for me to be able to make use of it. So in here, I'm going to drag this and put it in here. So there you go. I have me in here. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just so on this button, I want this image to come into this, into this interface here. So on button click, I want this image to come in. Okay. So let's implement that. Let's implement that image one. Let's just name it image one. Okay. So with this, all I have to do is to create animation, another animation again, or just come over here, or once I click on the image, just come over to Windows. There are so many ways you can do that. You can do that in Asset as well, but I think this is one of the best way. Then animation, create, there you go. Then let's just name it picture. Awesome. So as usual, I'm going to choose 1 second. You click here, 1 second. Then you click on record. Then you drag it in. And let it be. You pause, you play, and moves in. It's pretty fast. So if it's fast, you can increase the timing, okay? The more time you have, the slower it becomes. The smaller time you have, the faster it becomes, okay? Let's see that. Let's just click this to go back. Let's delete. To delete the animation, you just come over here, these 2 dots here. Click on it, then delete. Come over here, these 2 dots, click on it, delete. Then let's scroll and get to, we want to get to 2 seconds, which is this. 2 seconds. Then record, dragging, let go, because it's at the center, so we're going to let go. Then you stop recording. There you go. You see, it's slower right now. It's slower right now. Now, beautiful. Of course, just stop this. Pause it, take it backward, close it. Now, it's created another controller for us, and it's called image. Our animation is called peak. Okay. So you click on your controller. There you go. We don't want the image to come in automatically, just the same way, the same thing that happened. Delete this, create empty, what is this called? Empty state. Yeah, empty state. You create the empty state. Then you drag your animation, which is picture, in here. right? So now we don't want it to loop, so you click on your animation, then uncheck it. Okay, now I think that is it. Let's try it. All right, you click on menu. Okay, let's be professional. Let's just name this menu. Just give it menu. Awesome. We can, we can take it here to the side. Okay, then let's try that. So you click on menu, it comes in, you click on image one. Oh, sorry, we have not added our animation to, we have not done something. This is image, and we have not added our control, we have not added our, okay, yes, on button click, we have not added our animation. So click here, then drag the image, because the animation is on the image, drag it in here, then animation, play string, then the string is picture, the animation is picture. Ensure that if it's written in lowercase, everything should be in lowercase. Let your P not be in caps. Okay, I think, yeah, good. So let's try it again. There you go. It's at the center, right? The picture came in. So this is how you work with animation. All right. What happens? What if we want to hide this button when it's clicked? This side menu should come in and this button should hide. What should we do? This is the logic right now. So what is going to happen is that on this button click, right? We just have one events right here, and the event is on button click. This side menu should come, but this remains here. Okay, so let's implement it in such a way whereby on button click this thing should disappear while this comes in. Then once we click on exit, this button should return, right? And this menu goes back, everything. So what we do is that you click on this add list again on the onClick function. Now we want to call in our button, which is this. You drag the button in here, then click on function. This time you're going to go to game objects and you say set active. Now if you want to set active, you're supposed to click on it to make it active, but no, we wouldn't do that. We will uncheck it. Okay, so what this does is that once we click on it, it will disappear and it will call in the side menu. All right, now let's see. Let's try it out. There you go. You see, it disappears and it's no longer there. But on button on this, we want it to also appear back. All right. So what we do is that we also click on this back button and we click on the plus icon. We call on this back button. What we do, we now call on this button here and click on game objects, set active, then we'll now check it. Okay, now let's try it out to see if it works. It disappears, it appears. Okay, you see, we are not writing code. With Unity, there are so many ways you can actually implement things without even writing a single line of code. Yes, you can write code to control the animation if you are very good with C#. But if you are not good with C#, these are the little logics that you can actually play around with Unity. And you can just build a very simple stuff and make it look as though you created, you spent years programming. Meanwhile, you didn't spend that much time. Okay, I think this is everything about animation. Yes, there are advanced animation, but for now, let's keep it this low. Okay, let's keep it this low. There are so many things we can do with this button. We can play different animation. of a 3D model. Okay, you can play different animation of 3D model. Can we implement that? I don't have a 3D model on my system right here. Let's see. You can click on this and a 3D model will dance in a certain way. Click on this, apply in a certain way. So I think we can apply that maybe later in the future. But I know that a whole lot of us already, wow, trying to wrap your head around this. So I think I'm going to stop the class here and ask you if